Okay, we're just a few weeks removed from UFC 218, one of the best cards of the year. One of the best fights of the year was Eddie Alvarez versus Justin Gaethje. One of the best fights of the year was Justin Gaethje versus Michael Johnson, I should say. That was back in July. Excited to talk to Justin Gaethje about all of that. People were buzzing after that fight. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. I'm curious to get his thoughts. He's joining us now via the magic of Skype. There he is, Justin Gaethje. Justin, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Ariel?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for the time. I appreciate you doing this. So like I said, we're a couple of weeks removed from 218, from that fight, almost 3 weeks removed. How do you feel? There was so much buzz. There was so much anticipation. The expectations were sky high. It didn't go your way. How do you feel about it in hindsight?
Yeah. First of all, I'll be a lot nicer this interview than I was last time we talked.
Thank you.
I get real short fuse during fight week. I don't like it too much, but
I understand.
I can't really help it. But looking back, yeah, it lived up to the hype. I told people before that I had the fight of the year, until I fought again. And, and that's what I do. That's what I do every time. I get a bonus every time. And I really had a lot of fun in there. That's first and foremost. It was a time in my life, honestly, being in front of that many people, being able to put my skills, on the line at the highest level on a pay-per-view. So, yeah, all those things, it was a dream come true for me.
So you say time of your life, you had a great time, dream come true, all that stuff. If someone didn't know better, they might think that you won. Is it a little bittersweet that in the end you didn't win? How are you able to say those things about a loss?
I have to keep reminding myself that I lost. I don't know. I mean, I signed up for this. I said it before. I've said it many times that I was going to lose. If I lost, I hoped that I would get knocked out, and all those things came true. I love the sport. I'm a fan of MMA. I've been a fan of MMA since before I started it. I was a fan of Eddie Alvarez before I started fighting. So just the combination of events that have, transpired in my life through hard work, through specifically hard work, it's just, I'm happy. I'm happy for myself. I'm happy for my family. Like I said, I've been trying to prepare my mom and sisters and stuff for all that for a long time. So when it did happen, they were like, well, you kind of prepared us for this. So, it wasn't that bad.
So they handled it okay?
Yeah. I think once they saw me and saw that my spirits were high, I think it helped.
Is it possible that you derived as much pleasure out of that kind of fight as you would a win like the Michael Johnson fight? Is it the same kind of thing for you?
It's close. It's really close, actually. I mean, big difference. As far if I would have won, the future would have been a lot different, or my next fight opportunities would have been different. But when you win, you get to pick someone in front of you to fight. When you lose, and I'm still ranked number 5 in the world in the UFC, and so coming off a loss, now I get to give someone behind me a chance, and we'll see which one of these loudmouths, Kevin Lee, Dustin Poirier, one of them is going to have to get me on my comeback. So I'm excited for that.
So now that you've been in the cage with Eddie Alvarez, how would you assess his skills? Better than you thought? Same as you thought? Worse than you thought? How would you assess him now?
Man, he's tough. He's tough. He's a warrior. I bring it out of people. I bring it out of people. I've been telling people I need to start smiling to my opponents and shaking hands and just being nice. So then when the bell rings, I catch them off guard, because I used to catch people off guard, but everyone's ready now. They know I'm coming, full fury. And yeah, he was ready. He was so in shape, and his cardio was on point. I couldn't break him. I broke 18 people in a row, and on my 19th fight, I found someone that I could not break, and I enjoyed it. I appreciated it, and all of the above.
You fought a great fight. I mean, the leg kicks were working. It seemed like there were times, even he said, 4th, 5th round, he was happy it wasn't a main event, because he doesn't know if he would have been able to stand. Looking back, were you happy with your performance, or do you feel like there were things that you could have done differently leading up to the 3rd round?
No, I'm completely happy with my performance. I think, I wrestled for so long, for 20 years, and the amount of work, like road work, running, and swimming, and things like that I did. When I quit, I kind of got, I was scared. I didn't want to do it no more. Honestly, I didn't want to do any. I didn't want to lift. I didn't want to run. I didn't lift or run for 3 years after college, and finally, towards the end of my World Series thing, I was like, all right, I gotta stop fucking around, and so I need to do those things. I need to wrestle more. I need to grapple more. I need to run. I need to swim, and I need to be able to put my body through what I put it through for 15, 25 minutes. I can. The crazy thing is, I can hit just as hard as I can in the third round as the first when I'm super tired. But I was definitely not scared, but I was nervous to get into grappling exchanges. Therefore, I wasn't throwing my high kicks like I should. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to avoid those. Really kind of negated, the things I needed to be doing in the fight. I should have been in the clinch more. And yeah, I mean, he did a great job. When he threw that knee, it was perfect timing, perfect spot. Kind of rope-a-dope me. We were kind of sitting there, kind of not relaxing, but I kind of got relaxed for a second because I was so comfortable in the clinch right there, landing those hard uppercuts. And I think we were talking to each other like, oh, good one. I was like, fuck it, bring it all night. I'm right here. And then I think that's when he needed me, or it was pretty close to that. But yeah, man, I loved it. I love what I do. I love it.
Do you remember what it felt? Yeah, I mean, to the layman, it does feel kind of crazy. Do you remember what it felt like to get knocked out?
Yeah. Man. So usually I can't retain anything. Like both of my UFC fights now, like I'm very comfortable and very present, and so I'm able to retain more. So like I retained that whole fight. I lost probably like 10 seconds. Like I remember seeing his arms up, and then I saw the referee waving it off, and I thought for a second the fight was over. Time had run out, and then I realized that he stopped it. And yeah, I knew I didn't think I thought I was fine. And then I got up and because in the back, I told the ref that if I lost, I wanted to go to sleep, which I still want to apologize to the referee for that because I feel like I shouldn't be putting them in that position. But yeah, I got up and so then I saw his hands up and I saw him waving it, and I was like, and I tried to tell the ref, "You son of a bitch," but every time I got to the bitch, I couldn't say it. I was like, "You son of a." You son of a... I was like, oh, okay, I'm good stoppage. So, I mean, I remember all of it. It was crazy. I've been worse off after other fights, I'll tell you that.
Really? Now that you have a loss on your record, do you feel like there's less pressure? Like now that you have that one, the way you approach your fights, your career, does that change at all?
Yeah, I think I'm happy to get it over with. I'll be honest with you. I mean, hindsight, I'd love to be undefeated still, but yeah, I mean, that's not what this sport is. Now we can actually focus on what I do good. My timing, my attitude. I just fought. I'm a wrestler, and I just boxed with one of the best, pure MMA boxers I think there is. So, I'm happy with my skills. I'm happy with my coaches. I'm happy with the life I chose, and all that.
Well, how many times have you watched the fight?
Probably like 3.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I think I won the first round. I lost the second round, and I was definitely winning the third round when I got knocked out. Obviously, the judges. I've heard the judges had the first round for him, but it's hard to judge the amount of damage that I'm inflicting necessarily on his lead leg. And by the end of the second round, all the damage to his face, most of the damage to his leg was already done. And I had lost those 2 rounds somehow. So, I mean, I caused damage in those rounds, whether I won or lost. I mean, that's the way I fight. I try to just go in there and finish people. So, yeah, maybe I was going to lose. I thought that it was going to be close. That's why I was definitely going for the finish. And, I'm ready to do it again. I'm not ready right now. I'll take a good 4 to 6 months.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about that.
We'll see. I mean, I just want to snowboard. I want to snowboard a little bit. So I know I can't be in camp and snowboard at the same time.
Are you going to give your head a rest? Are you going to, take a break here?
Yeah, I fight twice a year, so I've been fighting twice a year for 3 years now.
Sure, but I mean, as far as training is concerned, sparring, things like that.
Yeah. No, I haven't done one fight. Screw that. I'm doing the thing. I'm seeing neuro whatever, blah blah blah, to get all my functions back. Everything's good. I'm taking care of everything that I need to be taken care of. I'm working with some of the best doctors that work with the Denver Broncos on their concussion protocols and stuff like that.
So you said you haven't been doing a thing. What have you been doing since the fight? Like, what do you do at home just to pass the time, to have fun?
I've snowboarded, golfed a few times, gone to the casino a couple times up in the mountains.
Right. Living it up.
Just hanging out. I get to go home, see my family for Christmas. It's been 10 years probably since I've been home for Christmas. So I'm excited about that.
Wow, that is unbelievable. 10 years since you've been home, because you've been fighting or busy during that time?
Wrestling. Well, when I was, 5 years of wrestling, that's straight through. We got to go home for 2 days. We get to go home the 24th, and we had to fly back the 26th. Okay. But so we were there for 1 day, and I lived 3 hours from the airport that I have to fly into. So I was, I flew in. It was a day of traveling, and 1 day of getting to visit.
Eddie say anything to you after the fight?
Yeah, we saw each other in the hospital. Good fight. It hurts win or lose. Yeah. It really doesn't matter. I mean, for the most part, obviously the quick knockouts you ain't hurting, but the sport is so unforgiving that you can be your best one night and you're still gonna hurt for a few weeks.
You referred to our pre-fight chat earlier. Why were you? Was it just the weight cut, or was it something else bothering you at the time?
Oh no, I just watched it. I was definitely not. I don't know. I was irritated for some reason.
Was it because of the weight cut?
Probably because I was about to get fight. No, my weight. No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I get very short views the week of the fight.
Yeah, no.
With my family, with my friends. I mean, I try not to, but there's not really. I don't really like joking around that whole week, or really you joking around me. Okay. Yeah, I just try to stay focused. But now I think, and I like this fight. I couldn't even the John fight. I was a little bit nervous, but this fight, I was in the back sitting there. I was like, man, I can't get scared. I can't get nervous. Like, what the hell's wrong with me? I was like, I get to fight in front of all these people, which is awesome. But yeah, so I think now that I lost, hopefully I can get some of that back. Hopefully I'll be scared next time to fight.
You used to be scared. That's a common feeling for you?
Yeah, when I was amateur and my first pro fights, I would get same as you're supposed to when you're about to go out and almost maybe die. So why don't I don't know. I don't know why.
Why do you feel like you weren't this time?
I don't know. It wasn't necessarily just it's been a each fight's getting different. Yeah. Obviously the more you fight, the more different it's going to become. Usually, I thought the more you fight, the more nervous you get, because the more aware you are of the unpredictability that this sport brings. But it hasn't done that to me. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that I'm terrified next fight.
In your opinion, is it fair to call Eddie Alvarez the most violent man in the UFC now?
I can't say no. He finished me, so yeah. I'll give him that.
What's the perfect? I know you're a little bit a ways away, but in your mind, you have a perfect scenario for your return fight?
No, I mean, like I said, I'm still ranked number 5, so the guys back there are going to want to fight me. Yeah, I'll probably get to pick whoever I want. I want to fight. I mean, Kevin Lee is back there. Dustin's back there. I owe that. I mean, before I said I wouldn't fight him if I won, obviously, but in a way, you'd sound like a coward saying you'll fight him if you lose. But I'm still ranked number 5, and I'm still ranked ahead of him. So they need that fight. They need that fight to move up. So whoever the UFC wants to give me, I'm going to get paid the same my next fight to fight whoever it is.
This is around the time when we do awards and things like that. Which was the better fight in your opinion, this one or the Johnson fight?
I would say this fight.
Really?
I'd say this fight's. It was two. Me and Johnson was 2 high-level athletes going, toe-to-toe as well. But this was, we both have really good wrestling. He's got really good jiu-jitsu, and, we kind of negated each other on the takedowns. He definitely got, we got in a couple scrambles. Luckily, I got him back to the feet. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it was the Alvarez fight.
Wow. I feel like a lot of people are actually going to vote for the Johnson fight as the fight of the year, but you would actually put the Alvarez fight above it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're watching strictly high level MMA fighting, that's what that was for as long as it lasted, for 14 minutes. So, we were tired. I was tired. I was tired at the end. Don't get me wrong. That wasn't high level cardio,
Right.
but it was high level fighting.
Are you happy that it wasn't a 5-round fight then? I mean, of course it didn't go past, but do you feel like the 5-round thing would have been too much?
No. I would, like I said, I can throw just as hard as, my timing's going to be a little bit off. My reactions will be a little bit slower, but I hit just as hard. I'll kick him just as hard in the fifth as the first. So yeah, if it was 5, I can honestly say I don't think I would have done anything different. If it was 5, I would have still been going for the finish, just like I was, even though it was 3. That didn't even play a factor in my mind, to be honest with you, not one bit.
Wow.
Okay.
Last thing for you, Justin. Are you surprised that Nico Montano won the Ultimate Fighter?
No, I picked her to win the show. Before the whole debacle of her Sarge missing weight, her fighting Roxy, her own teammates. So
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I was super impressed with Roxy. Roxy came out and she fought Nico. She fought her to the end, and she tried to finish her. She was trying to finish and trying to win the whole time. I was very happy with Roxy's performance, and definitely happy for Nico and the fact that I have her on social media. I get to see all her family and friends and how proud of her they are. So yeah, all that means a lot to me, just knowing her.
Yeah. Justin, you're a gem, man. It's such a pleasure to talk to you and to see your approach to MMA. Happy to hear that you're okay. And thank you for the great fights this year. And thank you for doing this and for coming on and for being nice to me. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't worry about me, Ariel.
Okay.
I'll try to take care of myself as much as I possibly can. You just enjoy the violence.
Okay. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. All the best. Talk to you soon. Happy holidays. There he is, Justin Gaethje. Oh, wow. That is amazing.